Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy and John Finn may hit an icicle that sinks their marriage. They've been through a lot during their marriage, but commodity huge threatens to throw a wrench into their cozy life together. Could Finn be the father of his kinsman Luna? We hear banjos playing. Finn's pater. Jack was discovered not to be the baby daddy last week on the CBS Cleaner. Given what we know, courtesy of Lee, the runner-up pater, may veritably well be their son, Finn. A while back it was revealed that Luna's mama, Lee's family Poppy, lived with the couple for a period of time. When Finn was old enough to, well, you know what. Did Poppy and Finn get carried down, have coitus, produce a baby, and keep everything a secret? Finn was in council back also, so at least he wasn't a minor if he'd relations with Aunt Penelope. Finn was espoused, so they aren't blood related. However, how will Steffy reply? If Finn sired Luna, she'd of course be furious that Finn didn't tell her. But how would she reply to Finn sleeping with his aunt? A lot of people might be bothered by that. Complicating effects, Luna abducted Steffy and left her to die in a pen in a structure about to be demolished. This script may be so disturbing to Steffy that she kicks Finn to the curb. However, what are the chances that Poppy and Finn revitalize whatever it was that they may have had back in the day? If that happens, what do you make of the idea that Finn and Poppy slept together, and Finn being Luna's father? Is this idea a little extreme indeed for detergents? Luna's maternity reveal could blow up Finn and Steffy's relationship. Finn has come to the conclusion that Poppy needs to give him some answers. Finn has allowed all of this time that Luna was his kinsman. Now it seems that Luna could be so much more. It seems that Poppy has some major explaining to do. Tom is Aunt Luna's father. Bill has been proven to not be her father. Moreover, still Lee has indicted Jack of sleeping with Poppy as well, if that wasn't bad enough. Since none of these are Luna's father, Finn needs to know if Poppy could be his. Finn has talked fondly about his time in council, and how Poppy would make him take a break when he got stressed out. Finn indeed bandied Poppy's happy cotillion that they used to do. Could Poppy have also slipped Finn a many of her mints back in the day? Maybe Poppy and Finn did a lot further than cotillion. Finn and Poppy need to talk. Of course, Poppy acts as though she has no idea what Finn is talking about. Finn knows that he could be Luna's father indeed, though Poppy has obviously told him he wasn't. Now that the list is abating, Finn has to know the verity. Is Finn the father of this crazed girl that has turned out to be a killer? Finn was veritably fond of Luna until she abducted his woman and nearly killed her. Finn eventually realized where Luna was holding Steffy and saved her from a horrible death. Luna had been remedying her for days and planned to let her die when the apartment structure she had been living in was destroyed. Luna's internal issues could make a lot of sense if Finn is her natural father. After all, Finn's mama is Sheila and she's all kinds of crazy. Look at all of the effects Sheila has done in her life. Luna has been looking for her father for times and could be about to learn that Sheila is her grandmother. Is Finn about to learn that his son nearly killed his woman? Is Finn now living with not only a mama who wanted to get relief of Steffy, but now a son who hates her as well? Finn needs answers from Poppy because his life may have just gotten extremely complicated in a matter of twinkles. How will Finn deal with this new development now that Poppy has told the verity? Lee refuses to give up on the idea that her ex-husband, Jack, cheated on her with her family. Poppy Lee is induced that Jack is the father of her bastard, Luna, and is determined to prove it. Lee has formerly proven that Tom was Aunt Luna's father. Now Lee has indicted Jack and Poppy of sleeping together, and indeed claimed that Jack is Luna's father. Poppy and Jack have both denied this still. Lee refuses to believe either of them. Will Poppy be forced to come clean? Poppy has no way talked about spending time with Jack when she lived at their house. Still, Poppy and Finn have talked about their happy cotillion when he was in council. Is Poppy about to be forced to admit that she slept with her whore son while he was in council? Luna and Finn were raised as relatives. Still, no bone ever knew who Luna's father was. Poppy refused to say, or she didn't know. Whatever the case, Poppy had hoped that Bill was Luna's pater. But that wasn't true. Moreover, it seems that Poppy spent a lot of time with Finn when he was in council and before Luna was born. Poppy clearly doesn't want her family to know how close she and Finn were back also. Still, Poppy and Jack have both denied sleeping together. Jack cheated on Lee with Sheila. Jack indeed prevaricated to Lee when they brought Finn home and pretended that he and Lee both espoused him when Finn was his natural child. All of this time Finn has believed he was Luna's kinsman. Of course, Finn was espoused into the family, and was no relation to Poppy. Poppy and Finn obviously enjoyed each other's company when he was in council. Still, Poppy also didn't want Finn to get wearied at academy. Poppy was always around to cheer Finn up, and stop him from studying too much. Poppy had been on her happy capsules for times. It only makes sense to assume that Poppy used the same types of medicines when she lived with Lee and her family. Could Poppy have gotten high with Finn and they ended up in bed together? Maybe Finn doesn't flashback sleeping with Poppy, or he might consider Luna's maternity himself. Will Poppy fess up and admit that she and Finn slept together and he's her son's father? Luna's shocking maternity reveal could have ruinous consequences. If, as is suspected, her birth father is Jack, it could drive a wedge between him and Steffy. It's tough enough that his natural mama is the ignominious Sheila. Still, if it turns out that Luna is his half-family due to his father Jack's affair with his Aunt Poppy, effects could helical indeed further. We explored the colorful reasons why Luna's lineage is significant to multiple characters on the show. She has connections to numerous people, and her living situation with Bill complicates matters. For Finn, the disclosure of Luna's maternity could peril his relationship with Steffy, especially after all the trouble they've put into rebuilding a strong and secure marriage. Finn devoted a large part of last time, along with a considerable portion of the former time, to unraveling the riddle of his connection to his birth mama. He continued this hunt despite the pain it caused Steffy. While we can empathize with Finn's fermentation, it's inversely clear why Steffy was uncomfortable with her hubby being around Sheila. Later Sheila had tried to take their lives. This is precisely why the question of Luna's maternity poses such a significant threat to Finn and Steffy's relationship. Still, he'll probably feel compelled to understand her part in his life. If Luna turns out to be Finn's half-family through his father, she'd no longer just be a kinsman, she'd be a half-family. True to his nature, Finn would want to support her as she navigates her challenges, especially with Jack presumably working to secure her release from jail. This all seems applaudable at first regard, but let's not forget that Luna nearly took Steffy's life, remedying her and locking her in a pen. Also, abandoning her to corrupt when her apartment complex was torn down. It's clear that Steffy opposed Finn's want to maintain a connection with Sheila. That eventually led him to ramify ties with her. So it's easy to picture Steffy making an analogous request to Finn regarding Luna. B&B spoilers: Finn won't see Luna like he sees Sheila. Finn will notice that his kinsman, who's now his half-family, needs his help, and feel the appetite to support her because they're family and he has seen her grow up. They partake a once together, and it seems doubtful that Finn will ignore her. This situation won't sit well with Steffy: first Sheila, and now Luna? It's worth noting that Finn has two manslayers in his family. We understand why Steffy doesn't want her hubby to connect with someone who tried to harm her, but it's hard to believe Finn won't at least essay to help his new half-family. This could be the breaking point for their relationship. For now, we just have to stay and see what unfolds.